we see these fragments then in your breast. And there's lots of research that shows that we've found these fragments over and over and over again of all kinds of different foods in your breast after you consume them. Now, the timing for that is the fastest that research has seen this transfer of like, okay, I consumed this whole protein and it went through my gastrointestinal system and then it transferred to the breast was 15 minutes after ingestion, which is bonkers and still like will forever blow my mind that we can transfer that fast. So you consume something and you can transfer as quickly as 15 to the breast. Now, typically timeline and the research that we have to date shows that we peak in concentration a few hours after we ingest and then it steadily plummets from there, usually clear within an 8-hour window and almost always within a 24-hour window for those of us who are outliers. Now, the other thing to note then is that, okay, putting this all together, when a person has an allergic reaction, they are reacting specifically to a fragment of a protein in a food. That's what we know causes an allergic reaction, is a fragment of a protein in a food. And when we consume a food and it transfers to the breast, it is a fragment of a protein of a food. Therefore, yes, baby can have an allergic reaction to the proteins that we consume and transfer to the breast. Now, the interesting, fascinating part about this, in order to have an allergic reaction through the breast, those two things have to match, meaning that, let's say my baby does have reactivity to cow's milk protein, and my baby is reactive to this fragment of beta-lactoglobulin, right? So that's just one protein that makes up cow's milk. I drink cow's milk, I transfer this fragment of that protein to my breast. And my baby is allergic to this fragment of that protein that I consumed, and it doesn't transfer to my breast. We're not gonna have an allergic reaction through the breast for my baby when I'm breastfeeding, because what I transfer isn't what elicits that baby an allergic reaction. So in order for us to have an allergic reaction through the breast, the stars have to align and these two things have to match. And if they don't match, then we don't have an allergic reaction through the breast. And this is the type of journey where we hear from families like, yeah, I've been breastfeeding this whole time, and then we gave baby, some yogurt, we had an allergic reaction. It was super shocking and we had no idea. And I was eating cheese this whole time. And those of us who've cut cow's milk out of our diet, we could be like, darn you, that's so lucky, I'm so happy for you. And also because I'm not eating cheese. Because for us, for those of us who do have an allergic reaction through the breast, it means that, and I don't have all the colors here, it means that the fragment that we transfer matches the fragment that our baby is allergic to. And so we do have an allergic reaction to the breast, and we have an allergic reaction when they consume that protein directly.